If you are not a part of a clan, please sign up to Tau.net. Australian New Zealand clan has 20 or so New Zealand Australian players, but they play on all time circuits. They have over 120 Dota players alone, and they have structured play, and they're really fun and friendly and get along. Anyway, we're going to jump into game 2 of the randoms. I'm going to be broadcasting on a slightly higher volume for my voice because it's really late at night here and I can't do my usual screaming and jumping up and down. But here we go. We're into the game. You can see here that the Radiant team choosing to ban it Queen of Pain first again. Though the makeup of the teams are slightly different, they're still choosing to ban at that Queen of Pain. That Queen of Pain having such great versatility in that mid position, and her Scream hitting so much damage, particularly in that mid game phase, and her ability to dominate those runes is quite strong and only equaled by probably Puck, really. On the Dire team, they're choosing to ban out that Lifestealer and that Batrider. Lifestealer obviously being one of the strongest offlaners in the game, with that rage being the ability to purge off anything that's sort of locking you down. So sort of the anti-stun type lockdown hero of Lifestealer, but he also has that ability that can his ability scale with percentage wise, so it doesn't matter how tanky your opponent's heroes get, he's still really going to be able to take them down. And we've got Batrider also being banned out that mid position lasso. This is similar ban to the previous game. He's been banned out because of his versatility in terms of being able to either initiate or counter-initiate by pulling somebody away from fight. And on the Radiant team, they're choosing to pick up Slardar as their second pick, as their second ban, I should say. Slardar, not really seen in competitive play. He's quite good as an offlaner if you can get the right picks, but he's obviously been banned out because they're looking to build probably an invisibility based team, or have some heroes have an invisibility, and you can see right on the screen right now they've picked up Weaver being one of those heroes that has a lot of escape. I talked about this in the previous cast. He's so much escape, and he has so much potential to dive and sort of just pick off heroes that are running away, but he also has the ability to knock down a lot of DPS, but he's also there in this position here where they've banned out Slardar, so they know that the only other counter pick they could look at is the only other counter pick they could possibly consider picking up as a bounty. Whereas on the Dire team, they've picked up Ogre as their first pick. Really good, strong support. Nuka, he's really good in that trail lane position. Although with the previous game, I think this is going to be a 2-1-2 split. We're not going to see an offensive or defensive trail lane. Although that works for most people, obviously 2-1-2 split is a lot of a safer sort of play style for a lot of people, because that's what pubs are generally like.
Keeper of the Light.
Wow, Keeper of the Light is a second pick. I haven't seen Keeper of the Light being picked up second in a long time, or first in the first sort of picking phase for a while. That's normally because Keeper of the Light, you don't want to pick him early, because then all the combos that revolve around him are normally banned out. But also, if you pick him up as the first bracket, you normally pick up a Keeper and the combo piece straight away, so it's really clear from the offset what your combo is going to be. Keeper having that great pushing potential, that mana chakra being really influential in the game, especially with those strength hero carriers who don't have large mana pools. That chakra being really useful in those particular situations. Doesn't have any natural synergy with the Weaver other than giving him some mana, but mana is not really an issue that Weaver sort of generally suffers from. Ogre on the other hand, he's got a Rubik and Ogre, they work well together. There's 2 stuns there, there's a pickup, there's a ult from the Ogre, I can't remember what it's called now. It's been a while since they're multicast. What is it? Bloodlust. He can Bloodlust Rubik. The Rubik's natural resistance can help him out. So they have some considerably more synergy in terms of how they work together. They could be together in as a lane, but time will tell. With this particular lineup, I'm not expecting to see a tri lane. And we're into the second round of banning. And they're banning up PR. I would have expected them to ban up their PR cancer position early because of the pickup of the Keeper of the Light. And the Dire team just really quickly there, no time hesitated, banning it there. Alchemist. Alchemist being one of those really heavy late games. You saw how influential he was in the previous cast. You can see his cracking up those stuns. They don't want to have to suffer from that. Surprise ban there from Gyro. I was not expecting there to be a. Oh, what's going on here with the sounds? I was not expecting to see a Gyro being banned. I would have expected there to be a Tiny or a Chaos Knight or somebody in the carry type position that does suffer from a small or limited mana pool. Gyro does kind of fit that role a little bit, but generally speaking, he can crack out all of his abilities and have some leftover mana. And again, on the Radiant side, we see the ban of Faceless Void. You know, these guys know, the majority of these guys know each other a little bit. Sorry, one second. These guys knowing each other's, some of the guys knowing each other, that Void pick ban must be a meta pick, because I don't really see him doing so well, even a 2-1-2 split. And we see two more pickups here. Magnus for the Radiant. Magnus being one of the strongest mid-game heroes in the game with their reverse polarity. Really strong in the offlane tray lane, or even in a mid position. I really like him in the mid position. That early reverse polarity with a skewer just being so detrimental to team fights. It means that you can transition from the laning phase into the team fighting sort of roaming ganking phase a lot earlier when you've got a Magnus. You know, you can have some confidence and say, look, we're going to go, we're going to push this, we're going to be aggressive, because you know you can rely on that reverse polarity. And there is some combo there with Keeper of the Light. He can spam out his Shockwave, but I'm seeing Keeper is probably going to just be sitting with somebody else in the lane. I think Magnus is going to be middle, although it's anyone's guess at this stage with randoms. Kunkka being picked up on the Dire side. Kunkka being really good in that mid position. His splash damage with the Daedalus is unquestionably one of the better sort of combos you can have in the game. Daedalus, once you get a Daedalus and a Kunkka, you can right click whole teams down unintentionally. Just, all you get is one crit splash, and that's it. That's, you know, say 1200 damage across 5 heroes, just because of how big that splash radius is. So Kunkka potentially being quite scary, particularly in the mid to late game phases. And again, all these heroes in the Dire side having slightly more synergy than on the Radiant side. They're taking their time right now to pick up that last beast. They want to make sure that it all fits in really well. They see that there's a Phantom Assassin being picked up by the Dire, and I haven't talked about that just yet, but I'll jump onto that in a second. And Windrunner being picked up. Windrunner being, if you talk to some of my friends, Windrunner is probably the best long lane solo in the game. She's got a lockdown, she's got some burst damage, she's got the ability to escape, and then late game with her ult, if you've got an Aghnums, you can really wreak havoc in team fights, in terms of single targeting down guys you want to get down really quickly.
5 seconds remaining.
Jumping back to the Radiant pick of the Phantom Assassin being one of the hard, again, you know, sits in the same category as Alchemist, sits in the same category as Anti-Mage. Hard farm, hard carry, because once she gets that farm, once she gets that Battle Fury and gets that farm, gets up that base damage, gets up that extra crit, then you can easily just jump into people and crit them for 1200, 1300, no problem. And she's got that escape, so she could be in the mid position. They're going to have to speed up now. So they've picked up Sven and Shadow Demon for the last 2 picks. Sven adding that extra element of stun to the team, and Cleave. The Keeper of the Light would be a very good combo with Sven in this particular lineup. And Shadow Demon being picked up. Shadow Demon, Shadow Fiend also fitting the position of potentially mid. But again, just having a quick look at the team lineup, I think there is some better synergy from the Radiant side. The Kunkka, the abilities overlap a little bit better. I've got this reversed around, haven't I? On the Dire side. On the Radiant side, there is some synergy there. There is some synergy with Keeper. There is some synergy with Sven. But Keeper's not really adding too much to the other 3 heroes in terms of mana. Maybe Magnus a little bit. But in terms of the other heroes and how they work together, they're not really overlaying in terms of abilities to work together. Sven's going to sort of crack down a stun, and Weaver's just going to run up to somebody and right-click them. Sven's going to check down a stun and maybe set up an RP reverse polarity and a skewer. Well, he's going to throw in the stun and they're going to get picked up by PA. So there's not that much as much synergy. There's synergy they do have is technically slightly scarier because it has that potential to pick up. But whereas on the Dire side, the synergy is all just natural. It's going to work much more fluidly in theory. In any case, having a quick look here, I've been sort of centralizing, talking, and not really having a look around. But having a look at this game, you can see quickly at the items. Non picking up smoke early, and non picking up. Oh, we do see Captain Phoebus picking up some sentry wards early for dewarding, but nobody else picking up anything spectacular. We see in this bottom lane position, we're going to probably see this Ogre on his own, or it looks like he might be on his own. I'm a little confused as to what the position is going to be. Where potentially Ogre Magi and one running together in a dual lane. I don't think there's going to be any tri lanes here. Kunkka and Rubik sitting really well together. Yeah, that torrent, that pickup, they're going to naturally work well together in terms of being able to pick up people. This Weaver getting very, very dangerous, looking to block out this camp, make sure that they don't get any stacks or pulls. Uncontested, not even picked up, didn't even know. Sneaks in and sneaks out. In the bottom lane here, we might be having a trail lane. We might be having a trail lane, which consists of Keeper, who has kind of really thrown away that early mana.
The battle begins!
On an Illuminate that's just kind of harassed them slightly. But we see a Sven and a Keeper and a PA being in the bottom lane. Not sure if this is a good combination, given that it's both Sven and PA sit this kind of semi. But PA is definitely a hard carry. Sven sits at that carry position. He's there to add stunts, so he's kind of like a support Sven. Whereas we've got Weaver in the solo lane by himself. Good lineup, good choice. He is fighting a difficult lineup with the splash and with the harassment that can come in from Rubik. But if all he has to do is just stay in that XP range, add some of his own harassment, take some last hits, and this is going to work out well for him. You know, wait for those splashes, go in and out, and he'll be fine. This is perfect because these guys, they can't pull, they can't deny him XP. That splash is going to naturally push the lane. Well, no, sorry, actually rephrase. Yeah, it's going to naturally push the lane, and as long as he stays far enough away, they're not really going to be able to dual initiate on him until at least the mid game. Meanwhile, in the middle, this Magnus really rocking down some damage, and him picking up some last hits. He's naturally pushing that lane, but he's probably picked up a lot of CS as a result. And we have a look here, he's picked up 4 versus Shadow Demons 1. Although Shadow Demon, now that the creeps over his tower, have the ability just to right click down something and get some blast hits. In the bottom here, we've got these 3 guys. This tri lane needs to secure some kills. They need to get some kills early. Otherwise, it's going to be a failed tri lane. And Keeper's here, she's going to just right click and add some harassment, follow up by Sven. Yeah, this is going to be where it is. It's now a tri lane at the bottom position. There's been a TP in from this Rubik. It's now 3-on-3 at the defensive. Last game I said it was going to be tri lanes and it wasn't. This game I said it wasn't going to be tri lanes and it is. It's now a defensive tri lane meets an offensive tri lane. However, this bottom tri lane here, just to talk about this really quickly, this has no carry. It has a Rubik, an Ogre Magi, and a Windrunner carry, perhaps. Yep, I've got your friend invite, buddy, no problem. I'll add you after the game, You can see in this position here, these guys not really, they do synergize with the pickup and the lockdowns, and they've got all the elements that you'd like to see in the trial, except they're not. Who are they going to feed the kills to? They're not going to really feed the kills to them. They're going to be picking them off as they can, and we would hope that Windrunner picks them up because she's going to scale better into the late game. Keeper missing the chance to stack in the bottom lane in this position down here, so that means that the lane is too naturally pushed, so they're not going to get any of these kills, and these guys are just picking up free CS. In the side lane now, it's now Kunkka on Weaver. I favour this quite substantially in the favour of the Weaver. Now that he's on his own, he's not going to have that scary pickup into a torrent to deal with. He does have to deal with splashes, but as I said before, you can rotate in, you can rotate out, and you can kind of avoid those. He is going to suffer from CS a little bit, but if I could have a quick look at that, you can see he's sitting at 2 versus Kunkka's 12. Yeah, he is suffering quite substantially for CS, but that's not the strength of Weaver. Weaver just needs to really stay in there, get those levels early, and then go try and get some ganks to make up his gold difference in this particular team battle. In the mid lane here, Magnus really putting some damage down on this Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend just really laying down his own back, and Magnus is forced to fall back. He's got a bottle.
First blood!
I missed that, I'm afraid. In the side lane here, we've got that tri lane, effective tri lane consisting of Sven and PL along with Keeper. They've all sort of dumped their mana and they've picked up a kill. I missed. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but the kill going to the right person, the last hit going to the PL, the Phantom Assassin. Sorry, exactly where you want it, because you know she just scales so much better. And Keeper still hasn't stacked or pulled this bottom lane here. Bit of a misplay here, so you can see the lane is still naturally pushed. It's not so great. You don't want to see that. What you want to see is you want to see the stacking, like he's trying to do now. Yeah, he's stacked, and you'll see this pull so that this lane here is not as naturally stacked. Some pings for the Ruin in the bottom location. I'm not sure what those are for, but there's a nice Illuminate that's going to drive back these supports. They've got no choice but to fall back. None of them are tanky enough to take more than level 1 Illuminate. And as this Keeper starts to level his Illuminate, it's going to be harder and harder for the offensive trail lane to actually be offensive, and that's what they're lacking. They're lacking the capability at this stage to be offensive, whereas this PL, Sven and Keeper trail lane are actually sort of doing a really good job at being defensive. They're picking up kills when they can, and the pressure's off them a little bit. Before, there was a bit of pressure on them. Oh, another great Illuminate, followed up by Sven stun. Is the PL going to get another kill here? No, the PL's picked up. The PL tries to dive for a kill. Can he throw a dagger? No, it's not going to do. The dagger's just going to break a healing potion, and the PA is going to take a couple of hits from the tower. So is the Keeper. So it didn't work out as well as it did before, but you know, this is early stage. They did drive them back, and they're a defensive tri lane, so it's in their favour. As I said before, the pressure on this bottom lane was actually there because they were trailing against the dual lane, and in those scenarios you need to be getting the kills, and if you don't get those kills, then you're going to fall behind on the XP bracket as well as last hits. Well, maybe not last hits, but definitely in the XP gain. But because this Rubik TP down, they're now 3-on-3, and so the pressure's off this PA and this Sven to secure kills. They're getting the kills, so they're in a good, comfortable position now. Magnus not doing so well against the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend outplaying him slightly in the middle position. The damage, particularly coming down from the Shadow Rays, being quite hefty. But at the same time, Magnus throwing in those shockwaves are also doing equally detrimental damage to the Shadow Fiend. And we have a quick look at the CS. The CS says that the Shadow Fiend sitting well ahead on 34 CS versus Magnus's 20 CS. And in the top lane here, you've got Weaver sitting on a measly 9 versus Kunkka's 29. So all the farm currently sitting in favour of the Dire, and it's exactly as we talked before in the previous round. You've got this the split, the carries here sitting at this higher end bracket in terms of CS, and the support sitting in this low bracket. That's exactly what you want to see. You've got similar pattern on the Radiant team, but the farm is so much more in the Dire stage at this stage. It's not looking good in terms of scaling, because the heroes that currently got all the farm on the Dire team, they're going to scale really well items into the late game. Same as the Radiant guys, but they're sitting behind. They're probably sitting at a grand behind each in terms of how much CS they have. Those last hits being really important. And we see a nice ward being placed here by the Dire. There's a good pull through here from the Keeper, but she's being pinged out. They Keeper doing a good job with the stacking and pulling. Unfortunately now he's being blocked with the ward. He's not even aware of it, and he doesn't have any sentries to de-ward. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This bottom lane no longer going to be contested in terms of pulse. Illuminate followed in by a stun from Sven, pick up by Rubik, but it's probably a misplay. They needed to save this Ogre Mage, and easy pick off for PA right there. And Illuminate to follow through, but everyone's out of the range of that Illuminate. If they had landed, that would have been a great play. In the middle lane here, we've got this Shadow Fiend being called into the bottom position. They're saying help, help, help. He's starting to rotate through now. He's got DD. He's picked up a bottle. He's managed to get most of these runes. He's now also picking up an invisibility rune, and he's going to choose to pick it straight away because this tri lane for the Radiant is pushed right in deep. You know, he's pinged that he's going in, but he's got no support. He may have to solo this. Yeah, and he's choosing to solo this. And he misses, and there's a stun going down on Shadow Demon. His DD runs out. No, he's still got DD. DD runs out just now. He's hit by an Illuminate. He's getting right click down. PA is going to try and pick him off, and that's a disaster for the Dire. They're losing their big, hefty Shadow Fiend in exchange for. Oh, they did pick off 2. I mustn't say it wasn't a complete disaster. They did pick off their first 2 kills, and they may still yet pick off this PA if she can't duke them enough. Lots of pinging going on the map. The rotation in from the Magnus. Can they turn this back around? Can they? Well, they can turn this around. Can they pick up some kills of their own in retaliation? And RP, skewer RP, but unfortunately there's no follow through from the rest of his team. He's now being picked up and thrown back. His power shot goes down on him. That could have gone on a lot worse than it actually did. That could have been a dead Magnus. But there was no follow through, unfortunately. They didn't want to overextend because they do not know where the rest of the Radiant team is. We know in the position. Shadow Demon now having to farm up those souls again. He's already done so, and now he's just putting some damage down on the
middle tower is under attack.
Excuse me 1 second while I check some audio settings.
The red mist spreads at Radiant's middle tower.
In any case, yeah, here we go. Sven coming in, and Illuminate going down on him. Sven coming around the back here to throw a stun down onto the. Look at that. Perfect execution. Stun through down onto the Windrunner. Dagger comes in to pick it off. Here comes in possibly another kill for the PA. Picked up by the Sven this time. But they've now managed to probably claw back that CS in terms of farm they weren't getting. They've now picked up their gold in terms of hero kills. So let's have a quick look at the graphs. You can see here it is in the favour of the Radiant by 2,000 gold. 2,000 XP. But it's actually in the favour of the Dire by over 1,000, 1,500 gold. And that's probably because of all that last inning that we're seeing. So, you know, XP wise, the Radiant doing a really good job. Gold farm wise, they're still quite far behind. And Keeper of the Light, kill sealing that one from the Sven and the PL. Yeah, and all this graph, this dip in the graph here is to represent. Oh, sorry. Just quickly jumping over here to see what was going on. No, there's a bit of a derive here from the Shadow Demon down onto the Magnus, but he manages to escape. You can see that those hero kills there, not really making a dip in that gold as much. That is in the XP. You can see the XP really skyrocketing, but the gold, no.
Radiant's top tower is under
still
attack.
close game. It's here 6-2. There's no chance of a GG just yet, because it's really early stage, and everyone's still in it. This Weaver now starting to pick up some CS, but he's sitting really far behind on 17 versus Kunkka 62. That's a huge gap, and that's why the gold chart doesn't reflect exactly what you're seeing on screen in terms of kills. And again, this tri lane doing their job. Illuminate, Sven's fun, didn't even need PA that time. The charges from this Illuminate now into the three ticks, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Opting to choose Chakra level 3 over his ult. Good choice, I think, given the situation they're in. Yeah, see, Illuminate going down there, and there's going to be another kill. Oh wait, no there's not. No there's not. A nice pickup, a stun from both Ogre Major and Kunkka Boat with the splash damage. Picks off both Sven and PA. Nice play by the good rotation from the Kunkka, which I missed. He just quickly TP'd in there from the top. Things going alright, and in the top lane here, Weaver's doing alright by himself. In the bottom,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Everyone just sort of jostling for position, picking up their farm where they can. We see a little bit of a rotation in here from both the center guys. Kunkka now sitting. Kunkka now really here to pick up the illusion, guarding it, hoping someone will come with a bottle, but he may be forced to pick it up. There's a Sven charge going on. He's running in around the back, but they hear that and they fall back. They don't want to be caught off by yet again that same maneuver.
Dire's middle tower is
Kunkka
under
finally
attack.
picking up the finally picking up the what do you call them, the illusions, and he's going to look to go in.
Dire's middle
Keep a
tower
sword,
is not what
try
it
to put
used
down the
be.
charge, but
That
Kunkka
is for
stood, and
certain.
the charge that eliminate not hitting anything.
Axe observes carnage underway at Radiant's top tower.
Meanwhile, PA just right-clicking down, casually right-clicking down a Rubik, no contention, and she's now building straight into a basher. That's unusual. Straight into a basher.
Radiant's top tower
Rather
is
than,
under
or
attack.
possibly a MKB, Monkey King Bar, yeah, possibly a Monkey King Bar.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Meanwhile, in the top lane here, we've got Shadow Demon. He's rotated to the top position, pushed this tower down. It was already on quite low health. It was easily pushed by the Kunkka. Changing places. The Weaver's still in his own position. He should have probably already rotated out now that he's 9. He should have rotated at
Radiant's
6 as soon as he could
middle
have to
tower is under
assist with
attack.
ganking. But he probably didn't need to because this Australian in the bottom was doing so well. Although we see the Sven running for his life and getting right-clicked down eventually by the Shadow Demon, Shadow Fiend. Kunkka looking to pick up yet another rune. No, he's going to just skip that and go straight in. Eliminate not hitting anything, and that power shot almost taking down 2 heroes. Oh, nice steal from Rubik there on the, can't even know what it's called now. The dagger there, the PA dagger, and PA choosing the Joker in the woods and looking for somewhere to hide. They may dive this. They know where he is. Oh, he gives away his location with the
Bottom
dagger,
tower is under attack.
and the power shot comes through. Oh, nice skewer. And an RP just on one guy, but we don't kill. But unfortunately, he's going to get picked up as a result, or at least Sven is. Oh, poor Kunkka. Sven being picked up out of the way of the boat and slammed just out of the distance of the boat. Although they still got him. Weaver now finally rotating into this bottom position, but probably a little too late. PA sitting on a really low health here. No, that's a basher. She's definitely going for a basher. This bottom position now being quite scary. This is probably a turning point for the game. If they don't play it well, the Radiant could lose any of their games they've got here to their heavily farmed out Dire team. Yeah, and this is going to be at least 2 kills, possibly a 3rd if this Weaver doesn't get out of there. And they're going to get this tower. They're now moving into position to block this lane, so this tower can just be right-clicked down
Radiant's
by the
bottom
Shadow Fiend.
tower is under attack.
Good job there. Excellent execution from the Dire team. You can see the synergy working really, really well in terms of abilities. They're all filling different roles that they should be, and it's now translating into probably a minor steamroll at this stage. No, yeah, they're just bringing back the XP now, but gold-wise, yeah, looking at 5,000, 6,000 gold difference. That's going to translate into an early mech or some kind of item that is going to be crucial in the next few minutes in terms of a team fight. And we've got a crit already going up onto Kunkka, and a Shadowblade already up on the Shadow Fiend, and that's, you know, in comparison to the Radiant team, who have got a partially built basher on a PA, which is not something you normally see. Partially built drums on a Magnus, nowhere near getting a Blink Dagger, and everyone else just sitting in sort of, you know, where they should be in terms of items. But it's the Radiant here need to push their advantage. They need to get some kills. They need to basically wipe the other team to be able to draw this back. And oh no, Sven goes down to Shadow Demon. And Magnus, he's going down to a pickup from, yeah, oh wow, there's all kinds of action going on in this midsection here, but it's looking really, really bad for the Radiant. They've equated in kills now, but that extra gold farm that the Dire have is really starting to punish them in terms of what it is they can do. That crit splash really just basically took out both PA and Sven almost with one swing. Eliminate coming in, hitting only just Rubik, everyone else dodging it. They're probably going to get this mid tower as well, and then probably B. Oh, Sven coming in with a charge. Sven looking for a victim. Can he find one? Finds one in the form of Rubik. Can he right click him down? Illuminate coming in. PA coming in with a dagger. Just not enough. Just not enough coordination with their abilities. They have the potential. This is the same trail lane in the bottom position. They have the potential. They're just not coordinating just enough. Everyone's just getting around the way that they're either just too far out of range, or they're just sort of not enough damage going down onto them. And when there was an opportunity right here where PA could have easily picked off somebody, but she threw a dagger, didn't blink to that dagger, and then regretted it
Much
afterwards.
like cordwood before axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack.
A lot of pressure happening now in this mid position. Even though they've got the tier 1, they're not looking to rotate. They've got all the tier 1s, then they're looking to rotate into straight down the middle, straight down the guts. They're looking to pick up this tier 2 if they can. Meanwhile, in the top lane here, there is a little bit of damage. Oh, I'm not even going to bother about the top lane. This is too tense. This is a very, very tense situation. This is another game-determining moment. If they can win this fight, the Radiant are clearly going to take it out. They're dusted. There's damage going down on everybody. Windrunner's evacuating. She took too much damage. There's a blast coming in, and the Dire are choosing to retreat. Then this. Shadowfiend turns. They turn. The Dire turn. They turn on the Radiant. They sense blood. They're going in for the kills. Can they do it? Stuns coming out from everyone. Just again, not coordinated enough to pick off somebody. And we've got a Shadowfiend with DD and a Shadow Blade, but he's choosing to TP out, and the Dire falling back. Tense moment. No one really lost or won that engagement. And when I say that, I would say beyond the first tower. When that first tower went down, I count that as a second engagement. Ah, I see why. PA not picking up this Battle Fury, early Battle Fury, because she's planning on getting regular empowers from the Magnus, and therefore she's looking to rush a Basher instead, to lock down probably the Shadow Demon, who has been caught out of position, but I don't think there's going to be enough follow through to take her off, and there's no dust or vision to pick up on that dead Shadow Blade. Excuse me 1 second, I need to cough. Right, and back into the position here. It's excellent Sven stun going down, cracking down damage, followed up by an amazing wave, but just no follow through yet again.
My quiver is empty.
Yeah, Illuminate picking off one person. If they had been coordinated properly, they would have picked up the whole team. And Shadowfiend going down, but he's taking with him Weaver. Kunkka looking to get one kill. Skewer and RP used by the Magnus. Better coordination there of their abilities, and right click the keeper picking off the kill there.
You should have seen that coming.
I'd say that's slightly in the favour of the Radiant. They, they had some trouble synergizing slightly in terms of coordinating their abilities, but you can see that they did a perfect coordination of the Sven, well, not perfect, but near perfect coordination of the Sven Stun and the Illuminate, and also a Magnus RP Skewer. If they'd done it all at the same time, they would have definitely caught all of them and killed them. But they didn't. They didn't manage to get them all. And that's the only synergy they have in terms of being able to really steamroll some team fights, is timing those all really, really well. Whereas the Dire, they don't need to time their abilities so well, because they've got individual target abilities that kind of just work, and their synergy is much more natural. In the bottom lane here we see Shadowfiend pushing it solo with a bit of support here from the Windrunner. Maybe a rotation in from the Radiant to meet these guys, and this could be an out of position Sven. This Sven is in a bad position. He's going to be sandwiched between both. Is out rock in a hard place. He gets surrounded. He has nowhere to go, and it's a dead Sven, but picked up by Rubik, unfortunately, rather than a carry. It's so important that you get that rune coverage with wards, but also that when you're going into dark territory, when you're going to that fog of war, you know where people are. You can't just go walking off into the fog of war thinking, oh, I'll place this ward, it'll be fine. So many times it's resulted in a dead support or in a dead person placing wards. And you can see here they're looking to de-ward. No, they don't see that.
Killing spree!
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kunkka pushing on his own, gets picked off by the Radiant. doesn't look like too much mana was expended to do that. Although they've got a keeper there that can refresh them, he's just refreshed himself. So it probably was a combination of just a Weaver jumping on him, a PL dagger, and possibly an Illuminate or partial Illuminate. In the middle position here, we've got another tense engagement potentially coming up. However, I think the Shadow Demon is potentially out of position. He sees them. He opens up onto the PA. Can the PA blink away to somebody? So it's really, really sloppy. It's really, really sloppy. Yeah, it's so sloppy. No. And then, Shadow Demon turn to engage them. That could be bad news. Bad news for Windrunner. Yeah, and they're all split. They're split. The Radiant is choosing to take advantage of this. However, if Shadow Fiend turns, he's going to pick off at least one person.
Killing spree, double kill.
Meanwhile, they're chasing down the supports. Shadow Fiend is cleaning up from behind, and he's looking to pick off anyone else if he can.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That was a
attack.
2-for-2 engagement, although completely in the favor of the Dire because they didn't lose any carries.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Shadow
under
Fiend looking
attack.
to duke them, looking for the time to get his wand's charge, and they've got no vision. They don't know where he is. They don't know where it is. They haven't detected.
War has come
And they
to
turn
Radiant's
on the Sven.
bottom
Sven now
tower.
being picked up, followed by a Torrent.
Dominating.
Easy pick off. This Shadow Fiend really starting to punish the Radiant team with his 36 soul stacks, his BKB. He's sitting at a comfortable 210 damage per right click, and he's got really fast right clicks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Almost 2 attacks a second. It's 0.737 second attacks per second. That means that if he just gets
Radiant's middle
an
tower
Illuminate
is
going
under
down
attack.
and a mega kill streak going in for the Shadow Fiend.
Once more.
This is dire. This is looking really, really bad for the Radiant team. They were clawing it back in terms of XP, and then they've just swung the other way. 2,000 in the favour of them, and gold-wise they're sitting at almost 8k difference. Those items advantage really starting to pay off. And they dive for some kills. Conquer Boat coming in. And for Shadow Fiend just choosing to right click down as many people as he can, and he gets another kill and another
Radiant's
kill.
middle tower is under attack.
Weaver being the only person really being able to pick off anyone if he can right
Radiant's
now.
middle tower has fallen.
Especially this Rubik who's sitting on only a measly 3 hit points, but he gets away. Choosing to use that Zuguzi hairstyle into
Radiant's
his
middle
evasion.
tower is under attack.
And what can you say? You can see there's a pursuit in the middle section here. Yeah, Weaver picking off there
Radiant's middle tower
without a
is under
problem.
attack.
Yeah, as I said before, Weaver being the only one who can really finish with anyone in that particular
Axe
engagement. And he manages
observes
to
carnage
find
underway
it in the form of
at
the Windrunner.
Radiant's top tower.
Tower-wise, looking bad for the
Radiant's top
for
tower is
the
under
Radiant.
attack.
They're down to 2 tier 2 towers, whereas they haven't taken any towers at all across the board. And if you play support like I do, you know that a substantial amount of your gold comes from those tower hit kills, those assists on towers, or just general, the gold you get from towers. They can really translate. They can help you push through that early mech, and the Radiant don't have any of that. I mean, everyone's chilled back now, so we can have a quick look at the items. You can have a quick look through across the board. You can see clearly on the die they have Shadow Blades, they have a crit stick. Someone's going into a early Lincoln Sphere or a Bloodstone for Rubik.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Whereas the Radiant, they do have some farm. They have a drum, they have a basher, and they have a crit sword also on the Weaver, but it's not looking good in terms of overall farm. And they're now falling into this pattern I call the Neandering stage. Everybody's grouped together.
Dire's bottom
Everybody's
tower
looking
is
for an
under
opening.
attack.
No openings have appeared. They're just jostling for position, looking for someone to make a mistake. And why they do that, they often put themselves in mistake. Here, these
Dire's
guys are
bottom
split
tower
from these
is
guys,
taking many wounds.
and this guy's all the way over here by himself. That's a dangerous proposition given that if you had this map vision as the Radiant, you have no idea where anyone is, and yet you're in the jungle by yourself. You're potentially going to get picked off. And it looks like they're going for a bottom tower push. All of the Radiant dive culminating into the Radiant jungle and pushing through forward onto this tower. Defense gold, reactionary TP's coming in. However, there's no TP scroll on Magnus. There's no TP scroll on there's a TP scroll on Sven, but he's choosing to walk over for some reason. and the Dire rotating around the back. They're looking for an opening. They're looking to see where these guys are before they commit to any kind of engagement. It's potentially a cold standoff. No, they're going to go and they're going to commit. No, they're not yet. Weaver. There's a bit of jostling here, and a boat comes in. It doesn't pick off anybody. It's a bit of a fail boat, and so they back off slightly. They're looking again for somebody out of position. This keeper be a prime target for someone that's out of position. Someone that can easily just pick up and right click down and then add it in their favour. Illuminate at this stage of the game not really doing as much damage. A lot of damage can go skewer into an RP. However, follow with Shadow Demon saving everybody. And godlike for the Shadow Fiend. I keep calling him Shadow Demon, I apologise. Shadow Fiend basically picking off everybody, and somebody who's suicidal TP coming in here. This PA believing that he can pick somebody off, and he is sacrificed to the dire gods. The gods of fail and do not shine lightly on his fortunes.
The dire structures cannot be hurt.
They are looking to retreat now that they've sort of substantially gained a lot of kills from that.
Dyer's
And let's have a look at the charts again.
is under attack.
Yeah, XP now clearly in their favour. 8k XP, 14,000 gold advantage. That is huge. That is huge. 30-minute game. 10 would be a snowball easily. This isn't officially a snowball. I don't think unless they're not completely out of it. Look at the kills. They can't see the graph that I can see. So their confidence are going to be pretty high. But they need to get a good team wipe. This 7k 14,000 gold is not going to come from one team fight, however. It's going to come from a group of team fights. They need to win not one, not two, but probably the three next engagements substantially in order for them to sort of equate in gold. Excellent deporting here happening from Kiel, the Ogre Mage. And look how fast Roshan's going down. Not a problem. That Aegis probably going to the Shadow Fiend. Yeah. Going to the Shadow Fiend, and now they're going to be in trouble. The Radiant are in trouble. They have to retreat. Retreat is called. They're all falling back. Trying to assault the bottom lane. Push in one of these lanes and get a tower and racks now that they've got the Aegis, and the rest of the Dire team can sort of hide behind the Shadow Fiend with a little bit of confidence, knowing that he's going to be right clicking people down like a mother effer, but he's also going to be have the safety of that Aegis, and there's not much they can really do in terms of defending it, especially given that two of them are out of position. They've got TPs. Are they going to use their TPs to TP in and defend? Are they going to get a sneaky tower and TP back? Yeah, they go for a TP back now, but it may be a little too late. It may be a little too late. RP Skewer. Skewer, just using the Skewer to push them back. And actually, it did work. It did work. It bought them enough time for the TPs to work, and they only lost a Weaver. At this stage in the game, a Weaver for a tower, probably no good trade from the Weaver's perspective, but it's probably net gold for them. Oh, and they go in. This is a bad idea. They overcommit. The Sven gets stunned and shackled. A failboat comes in, takes out two of them. Shadow Demon ult, and it's a team wipe almost right there. This will be the bottom tower. This will be the bottom racks. There's not much. There's going to be no answers. There's no buybacks. There's only a buyback yet from a Weaver. And yeah, Magnus foolishly thinking he can run in there and drive them off, and he's just picked up and picked off. This is potentially also going to be a rotation into mid for middle tower and middle ranks. Oh, nice Illuminate hitting the right people. And is it enough? Is it enough to drive them back?
Dyer's top tower is
I think Weaver forgetting that this guy's got an Aegis. And an easy pickup for the Shadow Demon, but yeah, they've all forgotten he's got an Aegis, and they're just feeding the Dire machine of kills. And look, Weaver thinks he's got the kill, but no, he's got an Aegis. Bad luck. And this is GG right here. This is clearly mid-Rex. Clearly. No, they're going for the well farm. They're going for the well farm, and they're going potentially straight for the throne. Are they going to rotate and get this next Titarax? Yeah, they're going to rotate it. Why wouldn't you? And this is clearly GG. You can see, it shows you the power of farm. Getting to see the right CS. That early mid-game laning phase where both Kunkka and Shadow Demon had really substantial leads in CS, even though they were down on kills quite a lot. Kills don't translate to money always. And you can see here there's this madness going on. Everyone's dropping left and right. You've got Shadow Demon taking some damage, but he's not going to go down. Keep it almost going down and being forced to retreat. He's charging it. He's charging an Illuminate. It does almost kill some people, and it does force them to drive back, but they've been double rexed. These guys are going to regroup, go back, buy some new items. Probably get their Daedalus on. He's got a Monkey King Bar. Oh, what's he doing? Is he trying to kill himself? Foolish. Oh, there's a regen right there. Yeah, pick it up, turn around, kill some guys. No? Yeah. As I was saying before, like, you know, kills don't always equate into farm, but now it is officially gone from an Omega Snowball into a steamroll. This Radiant looking for a kill. They're going to get caught out of position. They're going to get picked up by both this Kunkka and this Shadow Fiend if they're not careful. Even this PA with her basher, her early basher, which I think was a big mistake, by the way. Can't do anything.
Axe is pleased.
Yeah, and the Dire just sort of casually walking into their base and killing whoever they feel like, with there being little or no answer, given that this godlike Shadow Fiend is ridiculously farmed now. And he's just going to go and well farm while the rest of his team polishes up. And that's GG. That is clearly a GG
Radiant's
game.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Are they going to try and
tower
defend
has
this?
fallen.
No, they're not going to call GG. They're going to let the game take its course of action. But you can see here now that the agent's taking damage, and GG is cool.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
And I was Omega Kai. This is the second game of the randoms, probably my last cast for tonight. I think I've done 4 or 5 already tonight. Thanks to the guys for letting me cast their game, and to the guy who added me as a friend. If you want me to cast some more games, add me. I have no problem with jumping on and casting your games. It's good practice for me, and it's fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's a lot of fun for me. Thanks, and good game.